Hey everyone, so today I'm going to give you a review and opinion of this Nite Guard Night Predator light. This device, by a flashing red light, will help deter predators from your livestock. It helps keep deer away from your garden. It helps keep the raccoons, which we have plenty of around here, and the possums away from my chickens. So it's actually been a very successful year for me. I haven't been giving you any chicken updates, so I'll show you some of that. But this little product has helped quite a bit. The live traps that we have either baited and trapped a very large raccoon or didn't go off at all. So I've got about 4 live traps, and they were just, the 2-pack combos, normally what we get at Tractor Supply. And we had gotten some very, very large raccoons the year before, and they try to, bend the wire and get themselves out. So I had picked up this Nite Guard for my chickens a couple of years ago, and in an area that I didn't have these, I had my Cornish crosses over on this side of the farm. A hawk or raccoons went through there, and I was losing 10, 15 a night. Eventually I ended up with like 5 left. So I remembered about these. I had them stored in the house from when I took the fence down, and I wanted to have them reinstalled here on my chicken fence. So we're getting woodchucks and things like that around here. You can see it. So there's a little solar window up here on the top, and these are probably 4 years old now. They have given me lots of use. This little button here is a red light that lights up, and it says the visibility is for 1/4 mile. I will tell you that that is true. We had them over on our other fence over here. There's a guy that lives over in the corner, and everyone in the neighborhood says he's kind of odd. He is. So he asked my husband, well, what's the red blinking light? Well, what are you so concerned about the red blinking light? He said it's our security system. You got a security system out in the yard, he said? Well, sure. It lets you know if anybody's out walking around the yard before they get to your door. Oh, okay. Well, it only takes one weirdo. So if that weirdo tells all the other weirdos in the neighborhood, stay away. So the idea or the concept of this is that any animal thinks it's a predator after them, so then they stay away. So it works on birdhouses. So it says in the brochure that you can put it at the top of a birdhouse, what they call it, a martin house. Put one facing in every direction, and we have found what works best for us. If you put it too high, it's going to deter deer, but not your raccoons and possums. So you want to make sure that you're putting it at the right height for that. So if it's deer that you're concerned with, you have to know that you have to change the location of your lights about every 2 weeks, because they know that pattern, and then after a while they're just kind of used to it, and then they go on. It's like me going out feeding the cows every day. They're used to seeing me. They don't run off so much. So I just wanted to show you this guarantee and warranty. It says that it's a 90-day guarantee. Depending on where you buy it, they might take it back longer depending on their own store's policy if you decided you didn't like it. This says the average light operation is 3 years of continuous use, and I have had these for 4 years or more, possibly 5, and only one of my lights has burnt out. So it doesn't seem to have a way to open it up to change the battery, but you might be able to pry it open. There's got to be a rechargeable battery in there. So they run about $30 a piece, and I came across a seller on eBay at the time, and it was $70 for 4 of them. I thought that was pretty good, so I went ahead and did it. And see here, I've just got floral wire. You can use any kind of wire or hook, little S-hooks, clips, anything. Put that right on the gate, all the way around your pen, and you're all set. So I put one here so it can get solar charged during the day. We generally have the door open. Unless it's really windy and cold, then I'll keep it closed. I decided to put another one here at the door just because my chicken wire had kind of rusted out at the bottom, and I had added some hardware cloth, but just for that added security. I always keep it latched right here, but this door is usually open during the day also give them a little extra light. So that will allow that one to charge. So out of my 4-pack, I have 3 working ones. And I thought that was really good for their product to last that long when they said it would be 3 years. So I wanted to pass this information on to you. Now, it says that it is good to put them 10 to 15 inches off the ground for small animals like raccoons, possums, even skunks, or the woodchucks. So I want to not have them lost to a predator, and I thought I'm going to get the rest of these up. I had the one on in the barn, added the one to the fence, found my 3rd good working one, and I would rather butcher these and feed them to my family than feed a rotten raccoon again. So I give the Nighthawk a thumbs up for sure. It's definitely seemed to have made a difference in our farming practices, because when I had it on the fence around this shed, they weren't attacking my ducks that were outside. And later on when I had chickens, I didn't have any of the lights in the building or on the building. And it's a corn crib. The other side has open areas of siding for the corn to go into. I had to board them up to keep any predators out of there. And the minute I took them down, I started getting swamped with attacks. So I do believe it makes a difference. I do think it's worth investing in along with other security measures. Don't just leave your chickens and ducks out. It's not a great idea. Free ranging, not a great idea. Sometimes you can let them out during the day and let them free range, but they've got to have a dedicated safe spot for at night inside. This Nite Guard doesn't work for daytime, it works for nighttime. Nothing will prevent total livestock loss, but you want to deter them as much as possible. Give yourself several measures of defense in protecting your livestock. Have the Nighthawk, have live traps, have a little shotgun so that you can get rid of them. This is the predator deterrent. It is supposed to mimic the flash of an eye from a predator for like a raccoon or a possum or something that's coming up. I have these in various spots around my, this is the old chicken and duck yard. You can see it's all grown up with weeds right now. But normally, whenever there's any livestock in here, you have to keep the weeds down. Otherwise, they have hiding spots. And for me, the trouble I had was the pine trees here. And beyond the pine trees is the brambles. The blackberries grow real heavily against the fence. And then raspberries after that. And the grapevines. So sometimes the animals will come up for eating the fruit, but they have plenty of hiding spots. And I have to set live traps back there to keep them out. The problem with the pine trees I found was the owls and hawks. There's hollows in the trees, obviously in the woods, but in the front yard too. And it's, getting to be dusk now, but the hawks a lot of times are around those trees there and over down this way. All close enough that they can sit here and watch my ducks. The barns across the road, I've seen owls over there too. And at times I've come out in the past years and my ducks were dead, missing their heads, and the cats were chewing on what was left. So this year we're going to do things a little bit different. I just wanted to show that. It has helped, I would say, with crawling type animals, but the old building just is not secure enough for them. So we have to tighten that up before any animals are in there again, unless they're rabbits in cages or chickens in cages. I'm just kind of doing my morning chores right now and wanted to get this all done. So it's time for me to get on with that. It's always nice to check in with all my YouTubers and see how everybody's doing and let you guys know what's going on here at the farm. So this is it for today. It is cold. I need to finish up. It is a soup kind of day and I gotta go get the pot going. So I'll see you guys all next time. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like button and that notification bell so that you know when the next video comes out. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.